I said in the video, hey gang, I don't hate Bleach. I just think I like One Piece and Narc and Dragon Ball better. And what did YouTube do? Tell me to drop the series. So I'm gonna say again, I don't hate Bleach! Ladies and gentlemen, today, it's time for the monthly recap. I've been watching some animes, man. I've been watching some of the weeb shit on camera, some even offline. And it's time we talk about what we talk about. It's time to talk about the new episodes I've seen of certain shows, man. It's time to talk about what I like and what I hate and then what I actually hate. Let's start off with something I miss entirely. Missed this, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't realize I missed it till it was over. Man, let me just say, this is one of my favorite openings now, man. I miss Demon Slayer, but to talk about it now, Demon Slayer Season 2, I have finished, and man, not gonna lie, my opinions on Demon Slayer actually have changed. The last time I talked about Demon Slayer, I think I've just vaguely mentioned it on the channel, or even never have mentioned it on the channel. Maybe it was even just on Twitch. I don't know. What I realized doing this Twitch shit and YouTube shit at TSO_Sage on Twitch, especially on Twitter, because Twitter is the most hateful app of all time. Everyone calls anything mid. I'm happy that I've already seen season 1 by myself, so I already knew what I felt about the show, and then saw the movie and season 2 online, just so now I can look you niggas dead in the eye and proudly tell you, mid is crazy, dog. Mid is crazy. Now, if it ain't for you, if it ain't the most complex, the attack on Hunter x Hunter, Spy x Spy, whatever story you want to go by, awesome sauce. You got it. You win. You're awesome. You are the peakiest, smartest person in the room. But mid is kind of crazy. It's definitely a fun watch, without a shadow of a doubt. I didn't even like Tanjiro. I still don't know if I stan Tanjiro. I think there's more interesting characters in the show than Tanjiro. But it's to a point where it's like, but the show. First of all, the show looks amazing. Oliver, the show looks fucking amazing. Then it's an easy gimmick to get behind. It's simple but effective to me. And I think that's why you'll get some people that call it mid, because simple story per se. They're just, they're demon slayers. They are running around trying to kill demons who are living amongst humans, kind of being assholes about it. But over time, you start to really care. Like, I didn't care about Pig Boy at all. Pig Boy, he's still annoying sometimes. But now he annoys me sometimes. I used to hate Pig Boy. Isn't that too? When he's awake, he used to annoy me sometimes, but now the nigga's just cool as shit to me when he's asleep. And Nezuko, I will stand and kick your ass. Anybody that calls this show mid, all for the fact Nezuko's in the show, I might dead kill you. In GTA, I suppose. Like Demon Slayer a lot. Not my Demon Slayer stan, as like how certain fans that we'll talk about here later on swear that I stan their show now. But no, I wouldn't say I necessarily stan the show. It's not even like my top 5 or even top 10 anime. But it's a fun show to watch. I don't get the hate that it gets outside of typical Twitter hate. You know what I'm saying? It's genuinely I do think the hate for Demon Slayer is probably either A, the same shit that happens whenever any fan base gets popular or a mass amount. There's the people that must neutralize the playing field, or B, it's just the typical head ass anime fan that thinks everything is fucking peak. I mean, that thinks that their specific catalog is peak, and if it's mainstream, it's not it. Because there are some anime fans. Hell, there was one that sit next to me that if it's a mainstream anime, she don't fuck with it. So yeah, it's either those kind of fans or whatever. To talk about the actual season 2 itself, season 2 was fun. It's sad that he's pretty cooked. Don't spoil me if he comes back. Have self-control for a change. Sad that at least at this moment in time, he looks pretty cooked. Said he's going to retire. But I'm going to miss Tengen, man. Tengen definitely was an ore farmer personified. Rengoku definitely RP Big Goat, never the little one. Tanjiro took major strides this arc. Obviously, my baby girl Nezuko had a time of scaring the hell out of me. And I don't know if the demon from this arc, I forgot his name, is my favorite demon, but he might be one of them. I don't know if he's my favorite yet, because the dude in the forest when Tanjiro used Hinokami for the first time was cool. In the bongos demon, those two are pretty cool. But this little brother sister duo really might be up there for me. I don't know who's my favorite. I don't know who my favorite demon is, and then Yakuza is a cheat code. I'm excluding Yakuza because that's not fair. So it's one of them three in terms of what I've seen in the series versus movie, but they're really good, and I think that's where this show will thrive in the future. As long as the demons are entertaining, we're gonna be good. If the show is ever to a point where there's a demon who I can't stand, but it's about Tanjiro and Nezuko and Zenitsu's journey, then I'm gonna be like, I might not fuck with it as much. I'm starting to realize that before I move on to the next show, I think the hidden sauce of Demon Slayer is gonna be how people feel about the demons themselves. The second you put a boring demon who's strong and taking up screen time in there, ooh, that's not gonna be good. And they have to, and that's a lot of pressure because they have to keep making new demons. So that's gonna be tough. What about Inosuke? He's still my least favorite. Inosuke's still my least favorite of the main cast, but he doesn't piss me off nearly as much. Let's talk about another anime I wasn't able to cover at first for real, but now I can kind of talk about it. Let's talk about Black Clover. I'm not gonna lie. Black Clover is still exactly what the fuck I think it is, bro. I'm not gonna cap. It's very generic to me. It has yet to hit that uniqueness, but it's not annoying to me. And you would think it's annoying because Asta's really loud, but I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna say, of all the shows, if we had to call something mid, you could have a solid case for Black Clover at where I'm at. I'm at like episode 15, 16, where it ain't the most unique show, but I don't know. I'm having fun watching Black Clover. So I know some Black Clover stands gonna just take that the wrong way. The answer is I need to watch more of the show. Don't get your panties in a bunch. But yeah, right now, Black Clover seems very generic, but Yuno's growing on me. At first, I didn't give a fuck about him. Yuno as a character is growing on me. Asta, I've already thought was pretty cool. And even the other Black Bulls, they're starting to become more interesting characters to me. It's literally just a I'm zibing show. I won't even say I'm having fun yet. I'm zibing, though. I ain't got no problem turning on Black Clover right now. Black Clover right now. Black Clover cool. Still don't fuck with Yuno? Yeah, I'm scared that Yuno is going to be like a way better Chad. I'm not going to talk about that show yet. Let's move on to something that you guys didn't know I was watching. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been watching Frieren. Frieren has a lot going on, man. At first, and I realized why this chat and maybe YouTube comment section, well, granted, YouTube comment sections are more know-it-alls than Twitch chat is, so maybe YouTube comments actually have my back here. I see why when I streamed it and recorded it and even uploaded it, and the views showed it, a lot of y'all wasn't rocking with the beginning of the show. It's a very slow-paced world-building beginning. It's very much building up why you care about certain cast members, especially these three, story arcs, and traveling the world, and really harping home that she's kind of in some fucked world where everyone she knows and loves at some point is going to die, and she's just going to be there. And she's going to have to live that again and again and again because she lives for so long. So her journey, for those that don't know, her journey is literally collecting spells. And some of those spells are just some bullshit. Like recently, I think one of the later episodes I've seen, they went out there to collect a show, just to collect a spell just so they could see like nude. And the other time she was having a memory about collecting a spell to make waffles, I want to say. It's on some shit like that. But for those that are very hype beastie, oh, y'all are impatient, bro, because I got some news for you. Frieren can turn the up. Yeah, hey, y'all should have been patient. Frieren can really turn the fuck up if it got to. Y'all sick. I ain't gonna lie. Your niggas should have been patient. That's actually, I was sitting there watching. I'm currently at, right now, for those that have seen the show, I'm currently at the point where the demons in the town, I can't not remember the fucking name, but they wanted to leave some town, and there was a barrier, so no, I think they got out of that town and went to a different one. But fuck, long story short, there's some demons in the town, I cannot think of the name on the spot, and they locked up Frieren. They locked up Frieren. And then the other two, she was like, oh, you're going to break them out. Because Frieren's a demon. She just broke out that motherfucker. I'll talk about how she did it in a second. But in this episode, when she gets locked up, just to not confuse people, I'll say her name. Frieren is talking to her proteges, and she's like, just so you know, these demon motherfuckers, don't play with them. They only lie. Like, I know I sound heartless right now. They only lie. That is their language. That's all they do. They'll sit there and they'll tell you that I did this for my fallen mother or father, and then they'll walk around and be like, what's a mother? That actually happened in the show. Mild spoiler here. I'm not too far in the show anyway. It's an early thing that they're trying to introduce. One of the demons was like, he weren't gonna die. Let me not say that. He had that regardless. But he wanted to like go about it peacefully when taking over this town, or really the world. And he manipulates these soldiers that has him like at sword point. And he's just like, he looks around the room and he's just like, you know, you keep your sons clean. I wish my father was on some shit like that. And he just starts emotionally like mind fucking everybody in the room. It makes this like fake sad story and this fake sad compromise, and this nigga doesn't even know what the fuck a father is. He's just like, they're just deceptive as fuck. There's a backstory in it where this girl demon caught a body. The village is like, yo, someone kill her. And then Frieren and her at the time, these demons were there. Not literal demons, but like, you know what I'm saying? They were about to kill her, and they're like, nah, take it easy. She's just a child or whatever. And then like a couple days, weeks, months, whatever time later, she catches another body. She kills like the king of the fucking city or some shit. So it's just like her whole thing, this in the episode where I'm at least, maybe there's good demons out there soon, but in the episode that I'm at least, she's like, yo, all demons are fucking bad. Don't fall for their shit. They only speak in lies. This is no, bro. Take care of these niggas. So now they're currently trying to take care of them. One of the demons thought they could kill Frieren. That nigga dead now. So it's actually turning up in the action. I've stopped here not for chat's sake or YouTube's sake, but really because I thought it would be fucking funny to sit here and tell y'all that everybody that called this show boring, you might have to eat crow, because they're doing the action shit that you guys are probably asking for, and it's hilarious.
Hey, it's me, Goku.
Hey, Goku. But yeah, like they're literally turning up right now. Mind you, one of the early episodes when she recruits one of her proteges, the nigga kills a dragon. They're literally turning up. Niggas are just impatient. It's funny to me. But yeah, Frieren looks like it's going to be a really good show. It's looking like it's set up to be a really good show. Slow burn at first. I'll even admit that. But it's looking like it's going to be really good. By the way, if you're heartbroken about that, wait till I tell you about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Y'all are on the clock after I finish Frieren. Good luck with that. But I haven't seen it yet, but good luck with that. Anyway, next show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with more Bort.
But this time, we're back with Bort manga because we've finished the anime. Back with more Bort. This time, it's the fucking anime, dog, and I'm not going to cap to you. I'm not gonna cap to you. The Boruto anime definitely was an interesting ride. If I can say plainly, as I've just recently started the manga, I'm not in Blue Vortex quite yet, and I did upload everything I've read. Don't worry. Probably gonna continue to do that. Again, don't worry. But I will say this, just to like troll those people back then that were saying the filler episodes matter. I'm going to just say plainly, I'll put my face on the camera. I'll drag some hate for this.
I am not seeing it.
I'm concerned when we go to the filler arc, because we're going to do it. I don't see how that shit even fucking matters. I mean, I could be wrong. I do not see how that shit matters. Based on the story that's being told right here, unless you're telling me that there's other characters that you're just so intrigued with that you want me to see, that I can see, because Shigadai only does but so much, Chocho only does but so much, and then there is a massive gap. Inojin, who cares? In fact, I don't even like him. Mitsuki, to a degree, he doesn't matter that much, and I know there's a Mitsuki runaway arc or some shit. I did see, again, I didn't live under a fucking rock. I saw that on Twitter. I also saw the Fisherman Osusuki. He has like an arc too. I even know about them going back in the past. So there's stories that we're going to watch, but I'm not gonna cap. The story flowed really smoothly in the anime and manga exclusives. So we'll see. But anyway, to talk about the actual story itself, is Boruto mid? Is Boruto ass? It depends what the conversation is. If the conversation is from start to finish, is Boruto a great anime? That I would honestly say low-key no. Boruto has very, 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 very slow drag moments at times, and it also doesn't look the best. However, when it gets going, Boruto's just a fun show, man. I'll admit that. When Boruto gets going, I think, honestly, the second half of Boruto and really the fourth quarter of Boruto, that's when I'm like, okay, this is a show that I genuinely want to see what happens next. I want to see what these characters will interact. The animation upticks, the dialogue upticks, all that stuff. Not to say that like the first story of Boruto being a brat and then, you know, his dad gets kidnapped by aliens. I'm not saying that plot is boring per se. Hell, Momoshiki versus Boruto Naruto is probably top 5 Naruto fight in general. But it's like the episodic watch time of that, even with manga canon only episodes, it was a drag. It was. But when you get, like, when the story gets going, whenever Boruto actually moves the plot in a meaningful way, it's pretty interesting anime. Especially where it is right now. To talk about where I currently am, this new character, this fucking broken-ass narrator hack piece of shit fuck that has everybody in love with her, what the f***? Yeah, that's some of the most interesting shit in the show. That's one of the more interesting plots in Naruto. In Naruto history, I'll even say. So I'm very interested into what happens with that. But it took a while to get there. Boruto, unfortunately, literally is that show that I would describe, you gotta watch 200 episodes before it gets good. I don't believe in that. So, me personally, if someone called Boruto mid, I can see where they're coming from. I just wouldn't say mid because mid in 2025 is bad. I don't think Boruto is bad, but Boruto definitely has a lot of slow moments. I'll be very blunt. And I'm talking just the anime. The manga looks fun, but the anime specifically right now, the anime has a ton of slow moments, to say the very least. I think that's the most fair thing I could say, but it still has some emotionally invoking stuff too. The shit with Kurama, again, the Momoshiki fight, the Jigen fights, Ishiki, the fight with Ishiki, Baryon mode. Again, Boruto has moments. No doubt Boruto has moments. It just also has slow ones. So I think Boruto is a show of high ups and high downs. High highs and low lows, to say the very least. Would I watch it again? I would never watch Boruto again episode to episode, like from start to finish, like one to whatever. But certain arcs of Boruto, absolutely. That's the best way I can describe that. I'm excited for the manga, though. Let's talk about another show, a show that I'm not finished. And if you're anime only, you're not either. To start off the Gunga Goon conversations, yeah, I'm undecided. Every time I do a Gunga Goon reaction, before I pause my chat, granted, sometimes I haven't been pausing chat too many times lately. Chat has self-control on certain shows. I've realized that. But for most of the time, I do still pause them. But before I pause them, I'll always scroll up because I have to pause. When I pause my chat, I have to scroll up to where it will stop, like on my end. And every time someone goes there and they're like, hey, this is better than the first one. No, it's not. This one's actually mid. I think that proves the point. I
Still don't know what the fuck I like more.
it's 2-2 on fucking openings. It's fucking fantastic. The openings are fucking fantastic. I'm still undecided. Now, to talk about the show just in general, not gonna lie, there's a couple of guests I've had on. I think it's just one. I don't know. I do a lot of collabs nowadays. To whoever I brought on this channel, and I've introduced Dandadan as your first anime, I'm sorry. You know how a lot of people say, oh, this is a good beginner anime. That's a good beginner anime. Dandadan is not a good beginner. But it is a great anime. And yes, I will even go as far as to say great. The reason why I would say Gunga Goon is a great anime is because you can get caught up in things that don't have anything to do with action or world building. Just the characters being the characters. Okarun being Okarun. Momo Isa being Momo Isa. Granny being Granny. The fucking this piece of shit fuck being that piece of shit fuck. GG being GG. Turbo Granny being Turbo Granny. All these things. You can find a just random if these motherfuckers could go play baseball for an episode, and I would like the episode. That the characterization in the show is really good. And I think for me, y'all know me, I'm the guy that's done character videos. I think that's probably my biggest thing for enjoying a show. Does it make sense? Is it fun? And are the characters good? Characters out of the park. I'm not saying these are the best characters of all time, but every character feels believable in what they do, how they act, and it kind of feels like you're there. It's almost like you're just there chilling with the characters and shit. And man, it's fantastic. I love this cast of characters without a shadow of a doubt. It's one of my I think one of the more well put cast I've seen in a while. Y'all gonna call that glaze? I don't care about your opinion. This is my opinion. But like, yeah, these guys could sit there and have a truth or dare episode and I would fucking eat it up. I love the show. So that's that. That's the characters. Now, when you introduce the plot and the world of the show, I think that's where it somehow becomes even better. Not that I think characterization for the show is its head honcho, but it's only enhanced by the story of the show. It's only enhanced by the love triangle. It's only enhanced by the wacky ass world that it's in. And honestly, the wacky ass shit that these characters even do. I love this show. I think I'm one episode behind right now. Yeah, I am one episode behind right now. The dynamic between everybody is fun. It's still somewhat mysterious. We need to go find that golden ball, man. We need to get my guy both his balls back so he can get his girl. You know what I'm saying? And I still will die by this hill that Momo ISA, probably my favorite female character. Female anime character. What's another show that I've been watching with you all? Let's talk about let's talk about One Piece. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all have come about and done two things. And that's why I know these anime fans are still the most annoying out there. There's been two things that's been going on lately in the TSO verse. I'll address that, then I'll address the show. One, the I Hate One Piece video. To this day, they'll get a comment editor. You can put it on the screen if you want. So what do you say now? Oh, what about now? Gang, I hate to break it to you. One Piece is not the sole reason this channel is doing well. Okay? I have to keep addressing that because it keeps happening. But I'm sorry to burst the bubble. I think I could even show, hold on, if there's a way that I could even show the analytics to prove a somewhat minuscule point here, y'all think that it was y'all. If anything, I thought it was just one show. I did the research. It's actually two shows. I'm going to start off with negative because there's a lot of positive I have to say, to be fair, Mount Spoiler. But, gang, you have no idea. So let me see if I can get this here. My brothers in Christ. This is just a sample size of how fucking crazy the super manga videos are doing. Nigga, these bitches were getting 4Ks a pop. It just stopped. These bitches were getting 4Ks and 3K. You think this, I don't even think this is number one. I'm convinced this one has more. Bro, I'll show you another one. Y'all think it, and this is why I said I don't even think it's not just One Piece, bro. I don't even know if y'all are second. Do y'all niggas not realize how stupid the JJK ones were doing? This shit's unbelievable. Now, yes, I chose the top two because I'm sorting the fucking video. So I'm trying to speed run the point. But, yo, this JJK video is picking up again right now. Like, it's picking up again. It just hit, it's trending back up. Not only is it trending back up, my brothers in Christ, when I was popping up with Jujutsu Kaisen reactions, nigga. All right. I don't even like being known as the anime react guy. Y'all know I have a desire for making my own content, and that's why I'm working on a major project right now. I just show chat what that project is. But even though I'm definitely doing them, gang, One Piece has definitely been, I'm grateful of One Piece community. One Piece community has welcomed me with open arms after trying to throw me to, I don't know, Zoro swords and straw hats and shit. But, bro, y'all gotta stop going back to that first video as a bro. It's super manga. Jujutsu Kaisen. It's super manga and Jujutsu Kaisen where they're smashing the sub button the most. You One Piece niggas sit back and, I don't know, glaze yourselves as you watch it. I don't fucking know. You niggas ain't hitting the sub button enough. Now, speaking of what y'all not subscribing to, I want y'all to understand something. When y'all saw episode 1, y'all envisioned something like this. Because, Luffy, this guy, That's your MC, your glorious king, the guy that came out the barrel. I saw episode 1. I had different beliefs. And I want y'all to be, in fact, I'm not even going to hide the screen anymore. And I want you to realize what I went through for this decision. I had a situation where we met at Marine Ford and my boy got one-tapped. He got kidnapped. Before getting kidnapped, he got bitched again and again and again. We had to see training arcs that weren't really on shit for real. Fast forward to today.
My God! My God is here!
And while One Piece fans may claim I am a full-blown straw hat, no, that's not true. With the One Piece fans that were in the comments, because I knew these comments would be safe, and they were like, yo, I ain't seen Sage this happy before. It was only initial ones. I know, in a matter of 30 minutes, you niggas would lose self-control at some point. But I seen one comment say, I've never seen Sage this happy. That's true. I was so unbelievably happy that my goat Ned. I was unfathomably happy that my goat Ned finally did it. He finally did it. You know how long? Do you know how long I had to deal with Clonimo, I had to deal with that shit for so fucking long. Now, 1,000 episodes. 1,100 episodes, my nigga. 1,100 episodes. That nigga's a demon now. So honestly, I could talk about what's going on in Egghead. Egghead, it's fun shit. When Luffy and Kizaru fight is going to be cinema, whatever the case may be. Zoro's probably going to do some cool shit. Yap. Who cares? Who the fuck cares? I don't care about no straw hats. Where Ned at, man? Man. No, but One Piece is like really becoming a very interesting story now. I think One Piece is at the part. To talk about Egghead briefly, I'm scared of pulling Egghead up there, so I'm just going to talk on the camera. To talk about Egghead briefly, One Piece is at the part, at least I'm perceiving it, to where world building is still a thing. It's forever going to be a thing. But now they're kind of like building history and moving up the ranks more than they are expanding where certain islands and shit are at. Does that make sense? I know a straw is going to be like, well, no, they're still doing this. Put the straw down. I'm saying it seems like now One Piece is pretty established that we're just going to have the greatest world building in fucking anime. It is what it is. Like, and they do. But now it's a situation of, okay, but now we're going to tell you how big a deal this shit is. Like, now I'm going to tell you, yo, Luffy's an emperor.
This the shit that come with being a emperor.
Or we're going to show you this island ain't for pussies to be at because Luffy ain't got no reason to be at some puss-ass island. So any island Luffy ends up going to, it's going to be a big fucking deal. Like any person that Luffy's interacted with and has royalty status, unfortunately, it's going to be a big fucking deal. Let alone the two mysteries, which is one, who's the dark-eyed guy that has like an omni quirk, and two, what the hell is Luffy's second wish? There's two things looming as well, but honestly, to close it off again, Star Hats.
I want more Ned piece.
And y'all know damn well I ain't titled that. Y'all know damn well I ain't titled that. One Piece fans, you know damn well I ain't titled that. Kobe? The only Kobe I know played for the Lakers. Y'all know damn well I ain't tired of that shit. If it were me, Ned is my GOAT. I'd have shown the punch on camera and moved the fuck on. What about Vivi? What about the bitch? She blue. I could wear a blue. I'm not gonna lie. This do-rag could be blue. I put some tears on my fucking face and I say stop fighting, and that's all she is as a character. The bitch don't matter. She just now has a D in her fucking name. God. All she do, bro. Stop fighting, but no wait. But stop fighting, but no wait. I forgot to tell you that. Stop fighting, but no wait. Stop fighting, but no wait. The bitch don't matter. She a blue bird. Let her fly away, dog. Can she fly the fuck away? Can the bitch go meet Woo, please? I ain't gonna lie, Ned. Honesty impact. I ain't gonna lie, Ned. Honesty impact. Knock that bitch out for me, dog. Let's talk. Let's tackle this. Chat, it's time. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about the other anime in the big three. Let's talk about Bleach.
I said in the video maybe 15 times over, I don't hate Bleach. And what did YouTube do? Say, Sage, you hate Bleach. I said in the video, hey, gang, I don't hate Bleach. I just think I like One Piece, Naruto, and Dragon Ball better. And what did YouTube do? Tell me to drop the series. So I'm going to say again, as I've been saying several times,
I don't hate Bleach.
And actually, Bleach has actually gotten a little bit better to me lately. Because one of my main concerns with Bleach, and I'm just going to put episode 1 on the screen just because, you know, I'm trying to avoid spoilers and shit. What I've learned a lot about Bleach, one of my main concerns about Bleach when we had the initial conversations is anybody not named this guy I didn't give a fuck about. But they're doing a good job with some of the Admirals. Or not Admirals? Admirals? Fuck, I ain't seen it in a long time. Let me zoom back out. They're doing a good job with some of the, they are Admirals, right? Captains, yes, Admiral Captains. Anime's mixed up. They're doing good with some of the captains. Yeah, Admirals is One Piece, yeah. They're doing good. They're doing good with some of the captains. The girl that has that fucking buffoon assistant, but she doesn't care. She's cool. The buffoon honestly isn't even that bad either. Sometimes it's a little over the top cringe, but sometimes it works. The dog, he's hilarious. The guy, the Saitama fuck up that almost died if it wasn't for the dog. He's okay. Fuck, I'm struggling to remember their names right now. Ikaku, gonna Google it. Gonna Google it and look at the first one. Oh yeah, that's Saitama. Koryaku, who's that? He's cool, but I don't know enough about him yet. Hold on, chat. We're gonna get this name right. He's goated. I wouldn't know it yet. Keep naming niggas. Shunsui. Nope, same nigga. Kisuke. Yeah, he's cool. I like him. Like Shaggy. Hisagi. Yeah. I like him. Toshiro. I don't know a ball about him yet. I just know he has ice style, and ice style is objectively cool. Ron Giku. I feel like I know that name. She gotta prove it. All right. Now she gotta prove it. But any fight prior to hers. So I'm literally at where the girls that are jumping her is about to transform. All but like one of the fights prior to hers I liked. So whatever those fights are, cool. But like my thing is with her and a couple other people, I just don't care. But I'm caring more. As time goes on, you flesh out the characters a bit better. I think at first Bleach had a thing where like I had to care about characters. Now it's kind of a thing where, I don't have to care about the characters because I just do care about the characters. Like there's more interesting people on the screen. There's more better backstories on the screen. There's more depth on the screen. So it's trending up. It's actually trending up for me. I don't get why you guys interpreted my video as me hating Bleach, but then again, if you don't glaze it, you hate it. I understand that's society nowadays. Furthermore, damn, the only criticism I have now is, I hate to sound like a hype beast. You really putting off that Ichigo fight, ain't it? I ain't gonna lie. It's been about 20 episodes since Ichigo done walked in and seen that green-eyed nigga, and they still haven't done a scene yet. Really dragging that? You really don't want us to see that fight yet? Okay. All right. I think that's just fair at some point. That shit's crazy. But overall, I almost called it Ichigo. LOL. Overall, I think that Bleach is a thumbs up. I like the show. Pacing, I gotta be blunt. But y'all already think I hate the show. So who cares about me saying the pacing is ass now, right? But it's bad. It's just bad. I would honestly argue One Piece bad. The difference is One Piece just will fuck with you for an episode. That's why I think One Piece is an tier of its own at all times. But the same way One Piece does it, there's Bleach episodes where like 5 minutes in, you can just tell, oh my God, this does not matter, does it? Cool. So, yeah. But no, I'm liking Bleach more. I'm liking Bleach more the more I'm watching the show, and that's good. That's what I thought the comments would be. Not, oh, you just hate Bleach, drop the show. The fuck are you telling me drop the show? Drop the channel, pussy. Some of you subscribe up for sure. Some of you need to subscribe, but drop me then. Fuck nigga. Fuck you. We're over a cartoon sword. My nigga. I drop you. What the? I'm from the suburbs, by the way. Don't drop me. Now, another show that I want to introduce before I talk about my last show. Before I talk about the last show, a show that I probably am going to just 100% watch offline for the plot. I probably could watch it online. Let me know if y'all want me to watch it online. But it started a ton of discourse. Full Metal. Chat. One here out the other. You niggas don't like Full Metal. We've been through this. It's been like, what, 2-3 years? Y'all don't fuck with Full Metal, man. Let me show y'all what's something that has drawn a lot of hate recently due to a couple of videos and even a certain guest. And now I think would be hilarious to watch. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen random episodes of Fairy Tail. I even started it on my own initially. I don't mind going back to episode 1 to a degree. I think it would be pretty fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie. I might watch it offline. I might watch it on stream. Who knows? I'm just going to say in the next Gulag stream, it will be an entrant. And I just think it'd be pretty fucking funny. For the plot, I think it'd be funny. Because, you know, there needs to be one anime we watch that everybody says sucks or they hate to watch or want to hate watch. And I think this would be the one. I think Fairy Tail might be hateable enough. Because people did not like that video and they did not like Fairy Tail for it. I didn't know you guys had such strong opinions on Fairy Tail. But last anime I want to talk about today. If I didn't talk about your anime, it's not that I hate... Oh my God, let me do it. If I didn't talk about your anime, it's not that I hate your anime, don't care for it or anything like that. It's just obviously I'm watching a fuck ton of anime in the past, present, and future. I'm just trying to keep this video as what I can talk about the most right now. Last anime I want to talk about today.
I finished YuYu's chat.
I finally finished YuYu Hakusho. I know some of you are sad. For me personally, nigga, I don't care. Oh my God. Oh my God. And when I tell you, hey, if this is, hey, man, I'm just going to say it plainly before I even put them on. No, I'll say it one thing on the screen. I'm going to say this very plainly. It's 90s as hell. Surely there's better animated out there. 100%. No debate. It's one of the best anime I've ever seen in my life. It's so good. It's so good. YuYu is amazing, bro. I don't know how or why this didn't dominate polls, didn't dominate Google. I don't know how that didn't happen. As a person that watched the show, what the fuck? This show is fuck you good. Biggest criticism is literally animation. It's just 90s animation. So if you can't get with the fight's not looking better than like a Demon Slayer or JJK fight, that's just gonna be true. But this show's fire. Last arc ruined it. Oh, okay, we disagree. Gang, I think there's so many talking points on this show that I'm not gonna be able to properly address. So let's just start off with this show loves its tournaments and all of them are fucking heat. Already. This show has multiple tournaments. All of them are really fucking good. Seeing some people say they don't like the last arc, gang, I just disagree. I love the characterization of the show, especially in the last arc when there's some shit that goes on. Not gonna spoil it in case some of you haven't seen YuYu Hakusho. I'm gonna be very generous about it because y'all ain't seen it. I have, or many of you probably have, and a couple people haven't. But there's some major shit that goes on in the arc prior to it that affects the last arc. And I think what's happening is some people in my chat or maybe the world on Twitter, I don't know what the streets say about YuYu's last arc or really any of them. I think all of them are really fucking good. But what could be happening is because the last arc, the fights are, I guess, cool. And, you know, the ending of it is very like quick. Now people are like, oh, that weren't it for real. That weren't it for real. That arc to me, the fights were not the heavy hitter of that arc to me. It was all about just what shit meant for the characters you see on the screen, like closure from everybody, from how Cool Bar is going to deal with the massive, from Cool Bar and Keiko dealing with the holy shit change in their life, from Hiei accepting what his past is. Hiei's backstory is fucking crazy, by the way. Hiei just accepting his past and moving on from it. Kurama just accepting what life he wants to live, and then Yusuke just accepting really who he is in general, considering, again, the major shit that happened prior to it. It's about the characters. If you feel the tournament itself was rushed, if you feel the tournament itself was anticlimactic, I can even get behind that because the tournament itself does, it almost feels like it even skips around. So I'm not going to get mad at that. But that is crazy. I disconnect with that entirely. Everything else prior to it, I mean, my God, it's just, the arc prior to it is one of the best arcs I've seen in my life. Again, 90s style animation is going to be the only con for it. If you don't like how it looks, you're not going to like how it looks, and that's fine. Dark Tournament, literally all-timer. It's so fuck. This show, I'm being vague because I feel like you use that show that if you've seen it, you know it's peak, and if you haven't seen it, niggas is like, well, I'll give it a try maybe one day. So I'm not going to spoil it too much. Yusuke, all I'll say is this guy right here, one of the most believable main characters I've ever seen. One of the most, like, believable main character. Like, Yusuke is that main character that if you were in an anime, what would you do? Yusuke. He's literally arguably the most believable person in all the main characters. Like, no, he has that fight for my friends thing too. He has the rage boost thing too, right? But in a sense of just like the way he talks, the actions that the actions prior to, and even sometimes the questionable, head scratchy, quirky, Goku-ish moments, everything he does and how he affects others is just believable. It feels like a dead ass random human just walked in the anime studios and like, you're the main character now. Like it's dead. Like everything he does is so fucking believable and you can get behind it. Pause if needed. Hiei is peak angsty. Kurama, he ain't better than my Ninetales glorious king, but hey, Kurama's a dog too. I love Kurama. And then Cool Bar was a character that at first I thought would annoy me over time. I'm like, damn, bro, Cool Bar. I actually like Cool Bar. Emotional Cool Bar moments are just so good. At first I thought he was very annoying, but every Cool Bar emotional moment, I'm just like, damn, bro, that shit kind of tough, bro. Like fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I think I would even go as far as to say, I don't know where it is on the list, but like I talked about cast earlier, I could even expand it to these, but definitely the 4. This is a squad, chat. This is a squad, chat. I'm telling you, niggas, this is a squad, bro. This is dead a squad. Sure, some of your goats will beat them the fuck up in a fight. But in terms of a squad that I just fucks with, gets along together, all personalities mesh together and stuff, this is a squad, bro. Fuck with these boys, man. Younger Tagoro. Yes! Yo, Tagoro! Again, I'm being vague because I didn't react to it. So, and I feel like a lot of people haven't watched this show. Because it's old. Well, this is one of the best anime I've seen in my life. Without a doubt. If you're mad that I'm watching anime offline, hey gang, I feel like that makes these videos better. Furthermore, we won't be able to watch every anime ever online. And lastly, and most importantly, blame the chat. So if you want to make sure, yo, Sage, please, we need this show. Comment below, subscribe to the channel, follow the Twitch. When I say take care and stay blessed, you can take care of what the fuck you want to see on the channel too, motherfucker. So, hey, lock in, gang. Gulag stream coming up real soon. I'm just happy I finished this show. I'm happy as how I finished the show. I love YuYu show. YuYu is probably in my 5, no doubt. YuYu is probably in my 5. The only reason YuYu I know isn't number 1 for me is I do think that, like, someone asked initially, did it beat Hunter x Hunter for you? It's of that caliber. I just think Hunter x Hunter just looks cleaner. Even if I like Yusuke more than Gon, which I probably do. Even if I like Yusuke more than Gon or some shit like that, it's just, at some point, it is just a cleaner animation. And even in the 90s in Hunter x Hunter than it was in YuYu Hakusho. So, same author? That guy's good. Togashi's good. Togashi's good. Togashi's really good at the game. I didn't know that. That's insane. Well, take care. Stay blessed. Togashi probably has 2 of my top 5 anime out there. Well, I'll let y'all, man. Can't wait to see you next month. Oh, yeah, an epilogue. Epilogue, JoJo's fans. I didn't forget about y'all, man. We'll watch more JoJo's this month. I don't know when. We'll watch more of it this month. Y'all be fine. I just really wanted to finish a lot of shows. I felt like the channel was at a point where even in these videos, there was a lot of stuff I didn't finish. Like JoJo's, what I'm going to tell you. I'm at episode 8, and this feels cool. Even at, like, Black Clover. I included Black Clover because we've been watching it more. But, like, Fire Force. Loki ain't been watching Fire Force because I've been watching Fire Force, and it feels cool. I love Gurren Lagann. Gang, I'm not starting a new anime right now. I'm trying to finish some shit the fuck up so we can actually have talks. You know what I'm saying? I can't start episode 1 with every anime under the sun. I ain't starting no shit. Gurren's probably hoed. It is what it is, buddy. I told y'all that already. All right, now take care. Stay blessed. See you later.